Hi, Tink. Hi, Prelude. Hi, Mousy. Happy Thursday. Uh, here. Here's where I want to go. So, I have done a thing. We have a thing. A thing. We're gonna have to go dig out something too today. But to address the power plant in the room, I have made a power plant. Which is kind of trying to charge the battery I'm holding. So that's going to take a while. But we have a power plant. Actually, if I take the battery out of my hotbar, which is probably going to be the smart thing to do, we can see how fast we're actually making power, which is, pretty darn quickly. Especially once this battery here is full, these all then will need to recharge. But it just means that I'll have power anywhere on the server. But yeah, these are all filling. They all do the things. I don't have wireless storage yet. That's next. That's a lot more steps. But I do have wireless power, which means now when I go into the mining dimension, I can get that to work in a hurry, or at least work faster than what I was working at. I don't know if I showed this off, but I have more storage. I've changed the storage a little bit, so it's not more space, but I can put more things up here. And all I need to do is either add more upgrades or different upgrades into it to be able to hold more stuff. But for now, I don't think I'm going to need 32,000 logs of anything. At least not yet. Gods, I hope I don't need 32,000 logs. I have gone through a lot of redstone, a whole lot of emeralds, and actually quite a few diamonds. So I should probably turn back on the mining dimension, but that's gonna wait a little bit. I've gone through close to 100 blocks of diamonds. That's expensive. But it's done. That part is done. The next part is going to be just as, if not more expensive. But that is what it is. Let's see if I have any mail. I do not. One thing I'm gonna say is, I want to thank Rev for giving me some of the stuff needed. I want to thank Grim for the use of one of his generators, because that definitely made this go a lot faster. That's why I complained about your diamond use, love. I needed those diamonds to do this, and I knew that. but that's fine. We got you set and going. I got more diamonds. And that's now set up. Okay, so I'm going to. What do I have on me? Do I have a crafting bench and or a? So did you? Yeah. I don't have a crafting bench and I do not have a stone cutter. So we'll grab a stone cutter to bring with us. Grab a crafting bench to bring with us. I have some factory blocks I want to play with just to see what I'm going to want to do with the flooring. There is a lot of flooring that needs to be, a lot of material that needs to be moved or removed. To do that, I might want to grab some dirt to start, I guess. Although I'm probably going to be digging stuff up. All right, so what are we doing? So in here is a cave. I want to open this up to make room to park landing ships in. Land airships in. All right, guys. Harder words. Like today, they're going to be hard. So we are going to increase the size of the entrance there. But we also need to make the landing or make a flat enough area to place the ship, the bigger ship, to see how big of an opening we need to make. And then we'll go from there. So let's go do that. I don't want to quite take it down this far. And like, I know this opens into the fishing area, which I kind of want to leave this part natural because I don't think they can easily maneuver one of the bigger ships through there. But I am not against taking this pillar out and coming back in here to have space to park a couple of these ships. I think I'm going to make space to land 3 of the bigger ones. Two of the bigger ones, maybe a couple of the medium ones, and a few of the smaller ones. I'm going to have to go in quite far back, I think. I also think taking it down to this level here is going to be the smart play. I should probably grab some shears. And then get some of these. Now that I have some, I can grow more. But I'm gonna grab and then I think back over here I'm gonna make the office to get to the warden's office. We're gonna get this down to a good level first. We're gonna flatten it out. And we will then swap materials once I have a good footprint. Unfortunately, this habitat is going because of that. I'm sorry, buddy. I am removing your home here. Of everything I've been trying to protect in this area, it was not in that particular plan. Okay, so what level did I say? I think. Right. Now I am going to fill this in completely. It will probably help me later on below to get rid of some of the water underneath. I am going to have to bring something over here to light it up with. I do know that for a fact. I'm going to need a lot more material. So how's everyone Thursday going? I do have a discussion of the day. I know, something new. What is your favorite sandwich or wrap? Now, I'm going to be honest. Most of my questions or discussions of the day are going to be food or drink related. Because we all got to eat. I think, although I love sandwiches, period, full stop. I love sandwiches. I think my favorite sandwich is probably any type of like clubhouse. Layers of meat and, you know, some vegetables, some cheese. It's got to be toasted. And it's got to have a good amount of mayo on it. Do I have other dirt on me? I do. I also think for my likes, it's got to be like an iceberg lettuce. Because I think it's got the right amount of crunch, the right amount of moisture to just give the right texture. Like, yeah, okay, toast has a texture, and tomato has a texture, and of course, you know, if you're putting bacony goodness on it, that's got a texture. Hi. You're gonna make me do something. I need to make creature catchers. Huh? Alright, let's go make a creature catcher. Watch, it'll despawn by the time we get back. I don't have end pearls? Whoa. I have gone through a lot of materials, guys. That I need to work out renewing some. Heck, even some of the stuff that I knew I had to buy went up in price overnight when the owner of said shop realized how much of this stuff I needed to buy. Okay. We have another saved creature. Look at me go. Well, and at the worst part, if I'm going to be taking away too much material to get out of here, I can go down a level. I just don't want it to be too high. Oh, is it warm in the house? We turned off the air conditioning because it was nice last night. And I'm not saying it's not nice today, but the temperature in the house has risen considerably, considering none of the windows have been open. Now, I did have the doors open at lunch. Oh, I did remember to take my pills today. I did have the doors open at lunch, but I don't think that was quite long enough to make a huge difference in the overall temperature upstairs. It's supposed to be cooler the next couple of days, so I can deal as long as it gets cool enough to be able to sleep. I was wondering, just how is it light level 10 in here? And then you look around and you see all of the, yeah, that's going to change too. This is going to look like an airplane hangar of sorts, or my best rendition of one anyway. Why did I move like I just got hit? Oh, I had a surprise earlier in my base today. I got attacked. Won't be bad once you get home and open the windows in your office. Yeah, like the bedroom window is still open, so. I actually had a raiding party run through the inside of my base. I was like, excuse me, sir, this is not your domain. You do not belong in here. Did you not read the no soliciting sign? And when she just laughed at me. What's that for, love? The fact that we had uninvited guests in the base? Check this out. And he, by the time I realized he was there because I was in my storage, the bugger pulled out his crossbow and actually shot me. Okay, so... Hi, buddy. I know I just removed a lot of your water, but I am going to do that right along here. Yes, I am making a cutoff on where I am stealing my own base back from. The nerve of a hostile mob to shoot. Yeah, especially with my back turned. Like, I was deep in concentration mode. Is that rooted dirt? No, it's just dirt. See, I've noticed that I'm scared to go check to see if that's citrine or not, because if it is, then I went looking all over the server for citrine for no reason. Well, I honestly already went all over the server looking for citrine for no reason when I could have bought some, but there was no fun in that. Am I gonna have to transplant you, buddy? Huh? I know this is your home. I'm just taking away, this particular bedroom in your home. That's all I'm doing. Or is that your kitchen? See, no axolotl is being hurt in the creation of this landing pad. Now, I know I'm probably, like I said, digging up all of this dirt that I've already placed down. But that's fine. I'm okay with that. So for now, let's... You know what? Probably not gonna be smart. Right. Probably should have checked to see if there was water in here. Yeah, oops. Wait, why didn't that play? That should be one. Oh, that's why. My dyslexia failed me. Yes. Okay, so kind of want to leave that. So let's... Yes, I'm keeping my sword out. Because I don't know if I'm going to be attacked here. I am probably going to leave as much of the roof open as I can. This here might... I don't know. We'll see. I want to get some landing areas in first before I start really planning out what's going on. Wait. Yeah, okay, fortune works. Actually, no, I want stone. A new skill on my skill tree. Look at me go. Oh, I probably am going to want to grab some scaffolding at some point, too. How's the weather over there, Prelude? This honestly might not be big enough for what I'm thinking. I might actually have to dig back further. The question is, how much further? Oh, I can go... Oh, I'm not where I thought I was. That's even better. Okay, good. I can actually go back a lot further, which I probably am going to end up doing. The weather there is not too hot yet. Nice. Coffee does the body good. Okay, so let's, for the moment, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 11 wide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So if we say 11 by 17, do I have a sign on me? Not in there, I won't. I have nothing on... Oh, wait, I have... No, but I don't have a quill. Do I have another clipboard in here? Uh, 11 wide by 17 long. Perfect. One, two, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think that'll work. This one might have to come out. No, I might be able to. That one might still have to come out. We'll see. Go like that. Yeah, you was in the end last night and found... Oh, did you find my shulker farm? Did you write down the coordinates for me? Thank you. I'm gonna need that when we update the server. I appreciate you, buddy. Okay, so for now, let's just kind of square this off. No, you didn't write them down, but you didn't mark it on the mini-map. Okay. You marked it on your mini-map. All right, cool. That's the same as writing it down in my book. Because I think my mini-map got buggered. Okay, so for now, let's... Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Right, so I am going to want to push that back some so I have room for the smaller... And I can probably put some of the smaller... I can make quadricopter parking over here a little ways. You know what? Let's go make a... Before, you know, Grim comes in here And he's like, how come you don't have a tape measurer yet? There. Are you happy? I should probably do the thing with the... Nope. Oh, I have a combat skill I can unlock. I want the extra movement speed. Not that I really need it, but I'll take it. Okay. So 11, 22, 33, 4, 5, 36. Okay. This can be pushed back in as well. So let's take this over. That much further. Okay, so what does that bring me to? 6. Now I'm probably going to need to have the scaffolding in order to do the upper wall work, which is fine. I have scaffolding to do that with. Or I borrow Grimm's anti-gravity unit in here and put my power onto it, and then do it that way. I don't think I have the availability to make that type of flight yet. Quagsire has appeared if anybody wants it. All I can say is I'm very happy I have the extended reach of the piston. Because that's making this so much easier. Okay, so now I am seeing coal ore do funky things. So that means I need to get further in through the magic to see exactly what that coal ore is. Great. Okay, so we have some room. I think I'm gonna do the floor first, I think. I want to get the floor set up so I know where I can have some parking. Now, actually, how wide is this? So if I push that back, let's finish digging it out first, and then we'll see how much further I want to dig it back. Well, at least I know it's bright enough in here. I'm not gonna get drop creepered. I did it again. Wrong button. Big problem doing that, though, is, yeah, okay, I'm going to go through the durability anyway. It's just, at least by me doing it this way, I have a better gauge on the durability of my tools. am gonna have to probably get rid of a lot of that. I don't like the looks of that. I guess another thing I could do is a second tier for some of the smaller stuff to land on. Yeah, that looks ugly. That's gonna have to go up to the roof. Or get covered up. I could probably do a cover up on that. It's gonna have to go up higher anyway to get the airships in and out comfortably. All right, so let's take it back a little bit further. So what am I at? 1307. Now that it's darkish here, maybe we be a little bit more conscious of the light level. Yeah, that's gonna have to come out to get the airships in and out anyway. So I'm gonna need more I'm gonna need my scaffolding. Ow. This is kind of good too, because with the amount of gravel I went through, I was starting to run low on gravel, especially if I wanted to make cement for the walls, but I might make terracotta for the walls. I just had an idea. Grim and I were throwing around an idea for a shop a little while back. And while I was out exploring yesterday, I was not having a good brain day at the beginning of yesterday, so I just went exploring. I found a building that I liked, so I made a schematic of it that I'm going to be putting in my area as my own. I don't want to continue to live in a cave. I don't mind living in a cave. I absolutely love that my storage is in a cave, but I found something I want to create for me to possibly live in. And at the same time, you know, Mousy might like part of it for herself to move into, and I'm not saying she has to. She doesn't know what I'm talking about. She hasn't seen it yet, which is fine. What I might end up doing is taking the schematic to a creative world and changing some of the blocks. So when I do place it, I don't have to place the blocks after. I can just gather the materials for the blocks. But that same building can also probably be used for our shop idea. So I can make two versions of it. One for me, one for the shop. Pokopia has consumed your life. By the way, the new event is live. Nice. Here. I'm just gonna go like this a little bit, just to kind of protect my face. Now, I am not wearing a few of my charms currently because they were getting annoying while I was trying to build stuff last night. And then I kept going into the shadows, so even Grim couldn't see me. So, you know, I thought it'd be nice and have it so Grim could see me while we were, you know, talking at least. He didn't want to accidentally punch and kill me is what it was. Even though I have, you know, definitely upped my hearts game. There's still a lot I can do to up my hearts game, but I would say probably top third of the server right now for health, so I'm not gonna complain at that. I'm gonna probably need to go do some trading to heal my pickaxe. And yes, I'm gonna do trading because I don't know how many more materials I'm going to need to buy for the stuff I'm going to need for my wireless storage. So I'm gonna go do some trading and get emeralds, so I have emeralds to trade with the villagers. I think I can trade stone with the villagers, right? I know I can do clay. I have a bunch of clay. Lord knows that. And I'll probably, I don't know, something tells me as I start digging out the floor, end up with some more clay. So I think what I'm going to do is put my scaffolding about there and then dig up to the top reach of my pick. And then after I place an airship here in the corner, what did I say? They were 17 long? And 11 wide. Actually, that's not what I wanted to do. So that opens, you can come in, you can park. Three of the large airships. At the very least. Yeah, I have room to come out a little bit further depending how I want to set up the parking spots on the floor. You know what? I'm going to take it into that wall another 10. Another 5. First off, I'm going to go repair my pick. And before I do that, what do I have in here? I have stone. Okay, I have some clay. I have stone. I should be able to trade stone with them. Let's go see if we can trade stone with them. Well, yeah, there's a new shop on the server, too. Okay, let me down. Thank you. Sir, do you trade stone? You do. Well, do I have a treat for you? While I'm over here thinking about it, I probably should buy some end pearls. Heck, at the very worst, I can go smelt a bunch of cobble and turn that into stone too. Let's go like this. How about some of this? You want some of this juicy stuff too? Okay. Oh wait, I was gonna buy some end pearls first. Where are... Here. Wait, not you. Isn't there 4 of you? Oh no. I thought I saw somebody else sold end pearls. You do. No, it's a slime ball. Oh. Really? You'll there we go. I was gonna say you'll sell me more stone, or you'll buy more stone, but you won't buy... Okay. I'm not saying that will have completely fixed how much I went through, but it's a start and my pick is healed. Let's go take a look at Flame's new store while we're here. Hydrate, friends. It's been over an hour. Time to take a hydrate. Stretch if you need to. Find a snack. Find some lunch. Or dinner, depending on what part of the world you're in. Grab your medication. Exactly. Med check. Perfect timing there, Prelude. Over here. This is... it's a cute little shop. Like, these planks are kind of cool. These chimras are sweet. So, it's a plushie shop. No, it's not just a plushie shop, but it's a plushie shop. I don't see anything in here I need. I have almost everything I want to... that I've been using, so... I don't know if diamonds in a bottle stack, but I've got mine at max. So, 32 emeralds for a plushie. You think I need a dragon plushie? I might actually need a dragon plush. I might need this more than I need a dragon plushie. I would probably go for the Shimmer plushie. There's a whole bunch of different types of plushies. That polar bear plushie's cute though. You need a kitty plushie? Did I see a kitty plushie? We'll see if there's a kitty plushie. There probably is. Blaze is kind of cute. Oh, I might need the wolf plushie. Tank has an XB plushie coming. Nice. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Ender Dragon. Medicham has appeared if anybody wants it. The Ravager's kind of cute too. Why am I not seeing a kitty plushie? Okay, I might need a Darth Vader plushie. Okay, let me go through the first book. Oh, there is a kitty. Okay. All right, I will come back later and I will do a kitty plushie. How does this... Place an order for plushies. Please fill out clipboard with your order and send to plushie shop with with payment. Okay, in mailbox with payment. I do want all the plushie. I'm not gonna lie, but I want a lot of the plushie to put in my in the lodge. All of the I want all the beds to have a plushie on them. So we're supposed to send... We're supposed to send to the plushie shop clipboards, but we have to go and make our own clipboards. I think it might just be an oversight. I will have to give them a hard time about it later. And just, unless I'm just not seeing where to get clipboards. Which very well might be. But, all right. Nope, that's not where I wanted to go. Okay, so I wanted to grab a lot of this. Perfect. Okay, I had just thought I had seen a creeper. Okay. Actually, what I am going to do, though, I am going to do a quick potty break before I continue making this space bigger, and I will be back in a moment. Why did I just hear a villager get hurt? I have a villager at the top of the mountain that I shouldn't hear from here. And even that being said, I shouldn't hear him being hurt. Oh, and my first visitor over since putting in the sign showed up and laughed at my no solicitors badge. So, it not like it didn't go unnoticed. It was noticed. Oh, and the other thing I found while I was going out and about yesterday was some tents. Now, I know another place where there's tents, so before I start placing them, I'm going to go see if they have different shaped tents. If they do, I will go take a schematic of those too. And then I might just make a little tent area for funsies. All right, I don't see a raid party. Okay, so I said I was going to go this way a little bit further. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go 6 more. Grandpapito, my pappy, back in my day, son. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we raise up our glasses against evil forces singing. Oh, there. Beer for my horses. Yeah, I know. I'm filling the holes with dirt because, like I said, all of the floor is going to come up and be swapped out for different materials. I kind of have an idea to what I want to have the ships actually parking on. It's just the rest of the floor I want to try and figure out also. Mousy slowly packing up. Okay, baby. See you soon. Be safe. I love you, baby. Good band. I like this band. I remember having the tape before CDs, and I had lent it to a coworker, and through no fault of his own, his tape deck gobbled up my tape. Now, because of the explicit lyrics, he couldn't just replace it anymore because it had been a couple of years old, and none of the stores carried it with the explicit lyrics anymore. So when he replaced it, it wasn't the exact same because it was no longer the rated version. I was mad. Like, not at him. Like, I know he didn't mean to do it. Tape decks did the thing back then. But it was just the whole situation. It was about time. It was about that time that I was slowly changing all of my things into CD form anyway. So it just, you know, made me spend the money a little bit faster to be able to get the good version on CD. But I tell you, that was an expensive time to get into music, because it was like, oh yeah, you start your collection on LPs, and oh, you know what, LPs are good, but it's not mobile. Let's get a cassette tape. Yeah, a cassette tape, and then you can just listen to it, and you flip it over, and you put it in your pocket in your Discman, and you walk around listening to music, and it was great. And then they're like, you know what's better than a cassette tape, because the tape can break, so let's get you a compact disc. And you burnt your music, you burnt your own music onto your compact disc, and you put it in your portable Discman, and you had music with you everywhere. But that's the thing, movement skipped, so you could carry more music on a disc on your Discman, but if you weren't just perfect. But I'm not wrong, Tank. Laser discs and mini discs were a thing. But that's also then getting into the whole Betamax VHS debate too. The mini discs were better for computer stuff, like computer memory and whatnot, until they weren't. But even then, to start, like computer memory was on compact on cassette tapes. We were around before Google. Yep. If we wanted to Google, it was called the Dewey Decimal System in a library. Now, I just realized I'm going to have to make some pretty creative light blocks to go on the floor. Is there a hazard block? There is a hazard block. What do I need to make it? Factory blocks. Hey, I happen to have some of those on me. I don't have enough to do everything I want to do, but let's kind of map one of these out. Two, three, okay, one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I just got far too many of those. So if I want a 17 on the inside, I need 19 on the outside. So 11, so I'm going to go 13. So if I do hazard blocks like this, one, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's bring this bad boy back out. Not that bad boy, this bad boy. Okay, so I do definitely need to raise the roof. But that is definitely enough space. That is definitely enough space to park one of those in nicely. So then I do a space of lighting, of floor lighting, and then make another one of those, and then another space of floor lighting, and then a third one of those. I think I like that. I like where that's starting. I do have a feeling, though, taking out some of that is going to make this dark in here, but that's fine. It will be what it is. Okay. Take you back down. I will put up some scaffolding. I said about... I'm probably going to have to make more scaffolding. Not that that's going to be hard. Okay, what I'm going to do, put this back in my hotbar. That way, while I'm doing this, it can continue charging. Since I'm not really using power for anything yet anyway. I'm just worried that I'm gonna break through above me. So I guess it's going to be... Well, no, I guess maybe I won't, because that's pretty high over there, so I should be okay. I am going to need more scaffolding. Well, mind you, I will make some more scaffolding just so I can make this a certain size, and then I can go to the edge of the scaffolding and then move the scaffolding. Like, you know, any sane person would want to do. No, I have not yet made the door out of here. I know that. That is going to wait, I think, until I have how I want the inside set up. And then before I start the walls, I will make room for that door. Now, if I remember correctly, it was in here. Yeah. Perfect. Now, I might at one point make a couple more of these large... who am I kidding? I'm not going to make any more of these large airships unless Mousy really wants one. But I do want to make one of the medium-sized ones for me to put in here. I'm not expecting the biplanes to be able to park over here. At worst, they can try and land it on that little strip of water, but... If I was smart, I would probably bring my thing from the mining dimension over here and figure out how to set it to empty out this area. But I'm too lazy to figure that out. All right. We'll go with that much. Doesn't quite bring me to the edge, but that's okay. We'll go nice and slow just to make sure that I'm not bursting through the top of the mountain. At the very worst, if I burst through the top of the mountain, it's just another way to get in here. I might actually look into that. I might actually look into that. And Ekans has appeared if anybody wants to try and catch it. You know what, let's... Okay. Oh, no. Wait, why could I walk off the edge of that? All right, so scaffolding is not crouch safe. That's good to know. Okay, the other thing I'm thinking is how to do the edge. I guess the caution tape approach for the edge of the parking area up top would probably be the way to go on that. But I do like the idea of using the caution markings to mark out the individual areas. That way it's easy enough to see an unpainted airship if it's in the area. I am definitely gonna have enough coal for a while. So again, I will probably work on this off stream. Just so we can get this open and have our fishing competition. But I also then need to make all of the gear I want to make for the fishing stuff. So that's another thing that needs to be done. But I want the parking in place. And I think then that's really all that might just be left. No audio. The train is struggling and it's annoying. Oh no. One thing I'm going to say is me using my silk on this is going to make things a little more difficult in the long run. Especially since I will then have to fortune all the stuff I want to get out of here. Yeah, the train is still running, and I know you can't hear me, but yeah, the train is still running. Another new digging skill. Gee, you'd think I was digging out a large area or something. Actually, I think tonight I might take the schematic into a creative and see if I can come up with something that I like to do a shop out of. Oops, wrong way. Imagine this. I'm getting all the materials I will need to go and trade to mend my pick some more. Isn't that great? I also need to come up with a design for a track for our ice boat racing. That's when one wonders if it's faster just to get off and walk. Oh wait, that depends. If it's 2 stops away from the house, it might be faster to get out and walk. If it's 2 from the mall, then no. That way. Gee, I can't keep my mouse straight all of a sudden. Yeah, transit here is getting worse, especially for the amount of money they're charging. All right, well, let's maybe make this a bit safer. Well, there's always a way out if I get stuck. Oh, well, look at that. Here's a way out. I didn't get stuck. Oh, wait, there's an apple tree. Okay. I absolutely hate it when the transit does that. Wow, there's a lot of caves in here. It's a good thing I'm not trying to have a farm over here or anything. Jeez. All right, so maybe me putting a hole up here to park in. That would probably be over here. Let's maybe light this up a little bit as well. Okay. Well, now that I have that on the brain, let's say I can have a hole there for it to come in, but then maybe a hole here. So if I go here. What am I at? Minus 2039. Let's go like this. Negative 2039 and negative 1336. And 2039 and 1336. So 17. Okay, so we do 19 by 13. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And 19, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I could move it over a couple of blocks. But it would give people a place to enter from above. Which I would still have a warp plate here to get up. And I guess if I put that crystal glass stuff across the top of the opening, I wouldn't get mobs falling through, but it should still allow the ships to go through, maybe? Hmm. Moving in a couple of minutes. That's what you said 10 minutes ago. Yeah. $20, $39, $13, $36. So I can go this way a few more. All right, let's leave that for now. And we'll move this platform over to continue tearing that out. Actually, before we do that, let's go repair the pick. Yeah, let's go repair the pick. Come on. So, that looks like it's now full. It is. Open this. Grab out all of those. And then a bunch of that. Minus a stack. Oh, it helps if I'm holding the pick. Huh? Huh? Yeah? That's not you. Don't shake your head at me. All right, well, it's getting me back my emeralds. I'm not gonna complain at that. You know what, chat? I think this is where I'm gonna leave it today. You know what the current game plan is, and it's starting to go. So that's basically what I'm going to continue working on off stream. I am going to decide whether or not I want an entry through the roof or not. I think I do. I know it's a lot more digging, and it's going to be a lot of disgusting wall placement. There's going to be a lot of disgusting wall placement. But I think it's going to be worth it. So yeah, I'm going to leave it here. Hi. Thank you for all being here. Thank you for your conversation, your company. It's all appreciated. Let's see who's streaming. Nobody's streaming Minecraft, so that's unfortunate. We're not going to go raiding into anybody today. Thank you all for being here. Happy Thursday. Friends, remember, if you have somebody you know that you haven't talked to in a while, call them, message them, text them, let them know that you are thinking of them. Send them a meme. Send them an email. Not necessarily send an email, but let them know that they are in your thoughts, because you never know when it's going to be the last time that it matters. Should be back on Saturday with Clara. I don't know what we're doing. We haven't really talked yet, but that's how it goes lately. We'll think of something. So my friends, as always, if you can't be good at what you're doing, and we'll talk to you probably on Saturday. Bye.